Burn that 10 minutes up on the fucking highway.
Yeah, I don't blame you. So you getting ready for New Year's? Oh yeah, that's my secretary right there.
Ooh, no, yeah.
That's my secretary. She makes sure that my whole area is taken care of.
All right, man.
All right, man. So have a good one. Have a good New Year's.
See you later. You gonna be a YouTubist?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, you too. Happy New Year. So pretty much, I'm doing this video. So pretty much start off on you're starting off working in this type of field, man. The automotive industry. You're gonna first things first. Before you want to do everything, of course you want to learn right. You want to learn about cars and all the parts and, you know, how to take them off, put them on, diagnose, all that, right? But before you can go through all that, you're going to need to learn how to invest in tools. That's pretty much the most important thing. Okay, so let me see if I can... Oh, apparently I can't turn the... Oh, that sucks. This is a brand new phone. I can't even swap the camera around. Oh, that sucks. Okay, well, anyways. So let me tell you what... okay, so this is what I started off with. Don't mind... Hold on. First of all, let me... So y'all don't see the logos of my job. Okay, anyways. So... First things first, what I got on top, hold on, before I even start off anything, here's my toolbox, right? Okay, there's my toolbox. Got it off the Matco tool truck. He's the only one that approved me a credit, and I need to build up my credit because I have no credit. I'm 24, I ain't got no credit, right? So he's the only one out of all of them that got me approved. You got Cornwell, Snap-on, Matco, and Mac that come by over here. Then of course on the way home you got Harbor Freight. But okay, so first things first, before I get you on the tools I have now, I actually want to show you how I got started. Okay, and I actually have a separate box. Hold on a sec. Hey man, this is like a starter kit, you know, like, yeah. Shit, that's what happens when you get paid hourly, bro. That's what happens when you get paid hourly.
Oh yeah.
If I was commissioned, I already been out of here 2 hours ago.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
Okay, so when you want to start off, and many people speculate this and they can have all these arguments and all, but what worked out for me when I started off was that I got Harbor Freight. What's up, though? I'm making YouTube videos.
Do what?
YouTube videos.
Oh, you're making them?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Fucking,
For what?
just like, for people who want to start off working with this type of shit, like automotive stuff, like, because when I started here, I didn't know nothing about it. So I know a lot of my homies and a lot of friends that don't know what they want to do, right?
Yeah.
So if let's say they're thinking about wanting to do something like this, working with shit like this, then I can be like, well, let me show you how I started off.
Yeah.
And I just barely started. I've only been here like a year and a half. So it's like, you know, I wanted to show people how I started off.
How long have you been in this spot?
This spot? When did Frank move? See, here's my spot right here. I tear down motors, man. All I do is just use my tools to take all that shit off and then tag them and send them off. But I've been tearing down motors for, what, like 6 months?
Yeah.
7 months? I was a helper. I was doing helper for like almost like 8 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing that for 8 months. But before that, I was a helper. I mean, not a helper. I was in the yard in Seguin. I was in the yard picking up trash and shit and crushing cars for 3 months as a temp.
Yeah, man, I miss pulling parts, man. I like pulling parts out there.
Because you're out there on your own, right?
Yeah, but commission, nah, that fucks it all.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I hear a lot of things about it. I've been out there myself, but I never got paid commission. So
I never had either, and I told them, you know, I don't mind, you know. I said, well, said I won't do commission. If you want to keep me out here hourly, I'll do it. That's like, but
Yeah.
so
See,
I've played
'cause
that
the-
game before, and it's a
When
shitty
they tell
game.
me to go out in the yard and pull parts, I do it because I'm getting paid the same. I'm getting paid hourly,
Yeah.
right? But if it was commission, I don't know because like I don't know, like I just
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like when you got to that one instance where you had a dodge knee and it takes you an hour and a half. You know, and
You only
get
gave-
$3 for it.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
yeah. I don't know, man, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah. Have a good New Year's, man. Okay, so what was I saying? Okay, so this box is the box for the tools that I had used to start off. Okay, so like I was a helper, right? And there was a position open to tear down motors because the guy who did it, he moved up, right? He's moving up to a job where he's getting paid commission, right? So there was an empty spot, and I always asked him, I was like, hey, man, how you do this job, man? You know how, like, what do you gotta do to do this job? And he's like, man, all you gotta do is take parts off. And I'm thinking, like, okay, well, like, what do I need to do that? He would show me his toolbox, and he would be like, you know, his name's Frank, right? He'll show me his toolbox, and he'll be like, yeah, man, this is all you need right here, you know? And I'm thinking, like, all right, cool, you know? So one day, they wanted to test him out and move him to the job where they get paid commission, and there was an empty spot. And I was thinking, like, man, I want to learn this. So I asked him to borrow his tools for a while. He let me do it for a while. And then when I felt like, because I was milking it, you know, like with borrowing his tools and all, but there's going to be a time where if you really want to learn how to do this shit, you're going to have to invest in your own. You're going to have to learn how to, if your paychecks don't make enough, then you're going to have to learn how to hustle and work your way outside of work to learn how to make some money to where you can buy tools. And for me, this is a very argumentative debate, but for me, I started off with Harbor Freight. I got all my stuff from Harbor Freight. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you. So pretty much real quick, I got these half-inch deep 6-point sockets from Harbor Freight. Okay, and it goes from 10 to 32, but it skips a little bit, but I figured out a way to get through it. I got a set of these inverted Torx for 3/8. So you're gonna need a set of that, right? See, and this is why I tell you, like, when you want to learn something, it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay because, look, I got these outlet heads that are 3/8, right? See, but I didn't know the difference between SAE and metric. I didn't know how much of a difference that made, and trust me, these SAE are some of the throttle bodies that come with those bolts. Because it's not the exact size, it was stripped. So what I would have to do is I ended up getting these half-inch Torx, right? And what I would do is get a size just a little bit bigger than the hole, and then have to get an extension and hammer this into that strip bolt off the throttle body, just to enough to where when I spin it, it'll take the whole thing off, right? So anyways, yeah. So yeah, I have to get some Torx, right? Okay. I have a used 1/4-inch air ratchet. I got some cable cutters from Harbor Freight, right? Cable cutters, and I'll do my review on these pretty soon. I got this air ratchet, 3/8 air ratchet. I got for $40 at a pawn shop, right? Okay. So I got these 3/8 metric swivel sockets. These are a lifesaver. But what I didn't really agree with was the fact that, yes, you buy the set, but you're going to skip a number or two. But you got to find a way to make it work, baby. It's all good. Okay. So that's Harbor Freight shit, right? That's pretty much my starter kit. Okay. I also started off with a 1/2-inch impact Cornwell. That 1/4-inch ratchet was a Cornwell too, but that 1/2-inch Cornwell I had bought it off one of these guys for 60 bucks. It was used, it was beat up, but it does the job, right? Took all the torque converter bolts off. It took transmission bolts off, alternator starters, throttle bodies. It took all that shit off, but it was just enough for me to get the job. Okay. Then what I also did was I got a set of these Harbor Freight Pittsburgh metric wrenches, ratchet wrenches. Then it was a set of combination wrenches from Harbor Freight. Okay, I still use these because they're really good. I barely had to replace them, but those are still good. I really like those. I never really tried. The only Matco wrenches I got is 18, 19, and 20, and the ratchet wrenches. But that's because it didn't come with the set from Harbor Freight, and I bought them off one of these guys. But okay, so when I talk about investing, Harbor Freight will get you the job, but you're going to need to invest in quality tools. All right, quality tools is the biggest thing. I mean, that's another debate for another time. But you can debate between companies like Matco, Mac, Cornwell, Harbor Freight if you want to. But then Snap-on. I'm not at that Snap-on status yet. But what I can tell you is I have Matco sockets, Mac sockets, Expert from Mac sockets, and they done me pretty good. So let me show you what I got. So I got a set of these triple squares, right? They are the ADV Matco, a set of those triple squares. You usually need those for okay. You usually need those for the, what do you call it? What do you call that? What do I need triple squares for? Audis. You need them for Audis. On some BMWs, you need them. It's right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then you're going to need a set of these 3/8 metric 6-point shallow sockets. They're also Matco ADV. Okay. And in the set that I got, it goes from 7 to 19. Okay, another thing is these 3/8 metric 6-point sockets, swivel sockets, right? Universal sockets, what they call them. But I got the Expert. They're from Mac. They're off-brand from Mac, and they're all right. They're good for starting off. They're better than Harbor Freight on some cases. And another thing is I got 1/2-inch Expert from Mac sockets, metric sockets. They're deep, 6-point deep. Okay, so that's good from that. So let me tell you how the inside of my box right here. So this pretty much shit. I got the Mac. I just bought this actually like 3 weeks ago, but it's the Mac Tools PB99-501B. I think that's what it says. It's all worn out because I used it, but it's the one with that light right there. You press it, it's that big old light. I have the light charger right there. It's actually charged right now. But yeah, so I got that. Now when I started off, this is the first thing I ever bought in tools ever in my life, and that's a little ratchet wrench with a metric socket set. I have a Matco Tools pulley, puller, and installer set. Okay. Pretty much this is what comes with the set, right? Damn, my angle is all messed up. So that's a removal and an installer. Sometimes I have to do that for Chevys, trucks, Chryslers sometimes. O2 sensor socket. I actually have two. I have this one. And this one, this is Mako. The other one was Craftsman. I got a pair of, they call them dikes here. I don't know why, but they're actually cable cutters. I don't know why they call them dikes, to be honest. I'll be laughing and shit. And some cable cutters. I got both of these off the Mack truck. This 1/2 inch right here, extension with a little pull thing, pull it back. It's actually Harbor Freight. Actually not bad. For my pulley set, I got this 1 1/16 wrench. I use that to hold it while I take the pulley out. Okay, so I got this. Remember that $40 ratchet wrench I told you? Okay, this is a no, not ratchet wrench, a $40 air wrench. That's what they call it. But this one's the Macro Tools MT2854, right? And that's the 3/8. And this right here is a champ. It's a champ, boy. It's worth the money. Trust me, it's really worth the money. I got a Mac hammer. I actually got this. I think I want to say I got this as a gift from the guy who used to do my job. But I think this is Harbor Freight, right? And if it is, this one alone is perfect for the Nissan torque converter bolts, because that shit, man, I mean, you be having a difficult time trying to get it out with a socket. I know some old heads probably know how to do that shit, but me, I don't even deal with it, man. I just use that air hammer and pop that shit right off. Okay, I got this is a Harbor Freight breaker bar. I like that. I never had a problem with that. Harbor Freight bolt cutters. I had to replace those on occasion, but I mean, I'm not on that level yet to buy a brand new one. Okay, so this right here, this set of sockets right here. Actually, you know what? Let me throw this on here. Okay, this is like my little tray that I like to put right here, because those are the ones that I use very frequently when I'm working on these motors, right? Pretty much is deep, 1/2 inch deep sockets is 10 to 18. Then I have a 3/8 swivel, adapter. I have a little 2-inch extension. I don't know how long this extension is, but that works. But I also have a 1/2 inch to 3/8 extension. So I get that power, but I also get the mobility of a 3/8. Then I have these shallows. Remember I told you that set of sockets, the shallows 3/8, that Mako. Yeah, got that. I tell you what, man, a 1/2 inch swivel adapter, right? That's Harbor Freight. Bro, like that is probably one of the strongest shit I have ever get, surprisingly. Like that shit is real strong. I only had to replace it once since I've been here. And I bought a second one in the beginning just in case, but I never used the second one. That one's actually pretty strong. Okay, when it comes to Snap-on, I know it's very expensive, but this is really worth it. It's a pulley removal like the Mako one I got, but different design, and it's a Snap-on. That one, I mainly use those for Mercedes. Pretty much that's the only reason why I got it, was for the Mercedes. Because I ain't got to deal with trying to go around it. I'll pay the money to get the tool to get it right out, you know what I'm saying? Even if I have to buy a second kind of pulley removal, it's just, I don't like to go around it. I like to just get it done. I got a DeWalt 20-volt max battery for my cordless 3/8. Oh, look, let me tell you. I bought this off one of my co-workers. It's an AirCat air hammer. You're going to need an air hammer when you're dealing with this type of stuff, because you never know what you're going to run into. I mainly use this air hammer to taking off fans, right? Fans off for the truck motors. But see, you can get a fan clutch kit, and you can spend the money for that. And trust me, it'll probably make your job a lot more easier. But I'm just like, I don't got the money for that right now. I'm coming up, so I just like, fuck it, man. Like, I could use an air hammer. I could get it off with an air hammer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll deal with that. Take me an extra 5 minutes, but I can deal with it. Okay. Remember I was telling y'all Harbor Freight how I have the Torx, the inverted Torx, and the Allen heads, right? And how the Allen heads were SAE instead of metric, because I didn't know. Okay. So I got this set off the Mac tool truck, right? And let me see if it actually tells you. Here we go. It's the Mac Tools 50-piece Torx and hex driver set. It's actually SMXVHT50B. Okay. I got this because it has all the stuff I need in one tray, right? So it has, see, and here's the crazy part too. This actually comes with tamper-proof Torx. I don't need tamper-proof Torx to do motors, but I do know that to where I want to go to learn something new, eventually I'm going to want to work on those exotic cars that tamper-proof Torx are necessary, right? So, okay. So it goes from T8 all the way to T55, right? Okay. Now I got regular Torx, right? Just half-inch. See, and this is the thing I like too. Depending on the size of the Torx, it goes from half-inch to 3/8 to 1/4 inch, just depending, right? So what I do is I keep a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter in here just to kind of keep it there. It has regular Torx. It has these inverted Torx, right? And then see, this is what I like about these Allen heads. Like, okay, so it starts off at 4, right? This is metric, 3/8, 4. And then like it goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's metric, but it also comes with SAE just in case. See, I already bought the SAE from Harbor Freight, but shit, it comes with a full set. You know what I'm saying? You might as well buy the full set, right? So 1/8, 5/32s, 3/16s, 7/32s, 1/4 inch, 5/16s, and 3/8. So, gonna need, when you're working with cars, you're probably gonna need that. You may not want to get this set. If you, I mean, I got it because it has everything in one. It's cheaper than getting them all individually, but I'm just saying, like, you're gonna need that those type of sockets in order to work on this industry. Okay, so another thing I got is this from Mac. Again, Mac. I love Mac. It says SD33KL 33-piece long power bit set, and pretty much like you get. I don't have a drill, but I want to get one, but this was on sale at the time. So I was like, fuck it, I gotta get it because I'm gonna need it eventually. Pretty much it has, these are Torx right here. It's a bitch to get off. But it comes with Torx right here, Phillips, and longer Phillips, and longer Torx, right? Going this way. Matter of fact, hold on. Here's the small. This is a T27. This is the small Torx. Well, it's a bitch to get on and off, but fuck it, you got everything you need. And then here's a long Allen. Oh, a long Phillips, I mean. Okay. It comes with that. Plus, it comes with a bit to 1/4 inch. Bit to 1/4 inch adapter. It comes with a 3/8 adapter, a driver to a 3/8 adapter, but it also comes with these magnetic socket things. To be honest, I don't know. It just says magnetic or nut setter is what it says, but it has an 8, a 10, and a 12. But these were on sale for like $100, so I was like, fuck it, like get it now and get it over with. Okay, you're gonna need some gloves. I get these from Harbor Freight because I can just use them. I put gloves over them, right, that they give us at work. If I just use them and throw them away, like fuck it, right? They come, if your job doesn't give you gloves, go get you some. You put those on top of your latex gloves. It's a 3/8 electric, 3/8 cordless. We're gonna need that sometimes. And then your charger for whatever battery you're using, right? Dude, I have zip ties for days, bro. Zip ties, markers, pins, staples, fittings if you're using air tools. I use air tools because it's what they give us here. Okay, pry bars. I think I want to say this one's 28, right? If you need pry bars, this is Harbor. I mean, it's not Harbor Freight. This is I'm sorry, it's Matco. I use this so much already that the shit faded off, so I can't tell you the part number. But what I can tell you is, okay, for example, you're gonna need air. If you're working with air tools, you're gonna need this air lube or air tool lubricant. I got this one from Matco, but like I said, I'm starting off, right? So I mean, I go in AutoZone and get this for like $2.99 or something like that, right? It does the job. Oh look, this is one of the things I do. Y'all can say what y'all want, but look, I write down all my expenses. Actually, the toolbox I got on credit, so you see it on one side, and you see the dates, and you see how much I spend, and you see what my balance is. Now, where it says miscellaneous and cash truck, that's like tools like my pry bar and just side shit that's put it onto the truck account, right? Okay, that's Matco, right? See, here's the Mac, okay? Always write down your expenses. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody can tell you, oh, well, I can give you, what do they call it, tax receipt at the end of the year, this and that. No, like, I like to make sure how much I'm spending in real time. Always do that with your expenses, because, I mean, and look, you'll see me, like, trying to figure out my expenses on some random ass shit. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, just always stay up on that, man. You know what I mean? Because I like to know how much I'm spending, and it's like, I like to know, you know, like, I like to keep track of my shit. That's just me. You don't like it, and, you know, whatever. It's Mag tool receipts. I keep all my receipts from the tool truck.